The Ukrainian Air Force struck a command post of the occupying Russian army in the southern direction of the front. After receiving information from drone operators that Russian soldiers had arrived at the command post and entered the building, the MiG-29 fighter jet delivered precise strike. The strike, which was carried out with the French-made high-precision AASM HAMMER aerial bomb, destroyed the position and the invaders there. It should be noted that recently, Ukrainian fighters have increased their attacks on the positions of the occupying Russian army, both on Russian territory and in the occupied territories of Ukraine, using mainly Western-made bombs.
For nearly 3 years, Russia's Shahed drones have haunted Ukrainian skies, striking military and civilian targets alike. But that may be coming to an end. Today, Ukrainians deployed their latest breakthrough, a powerful new laser weapon capable of blinding, burning, and even bringing down Russian drones and missiles mid-flight. Euromaidan Press says Shaheds have been used as the leading Russian strike drones for almost 3 years so far, and they have been used to target critical Ukrainian military and economic infrastructure, including defense industrial complexes and the Ukrainian power grid. Ukrainian Air Force figures show that since June 2024, there has been a month-on-month increase in drone attacks, with over 4,000 launched in March. The rapidly increasing production numbers and the number of drones launched are leading Ukrainians to develop new methods of countering them effectively. Originally, a large portion of the Ukrainian defense against Shahed drones comprised mobile air defense units that utilized surplus machine guns and autocannons mounted on pickup trucks. Operated by civilian volunteers and specialized military units, they shoot down large numbers of slow-flying Shahed drones each night. Ukrainians even implemented river patrols utilizing the same weapons and tactics on the Dnipro River to protect major Ukrainian cities along the riverbank, Euromaidan Press reports. Ukrainians are also developing more advanced systems, such as new interceptor drones made to catch up to the Shaheds and take them down with a shotgun-like explosive. However, the peak of Ukrainian development of air defense technologies is the new high-tech air defense system, Trizub or Trident. The laser system can destroy FPV drones, aerial bombs, cruise and ballistic missiles at a distance of 3 kilometers. Ukrainians also note that Shaheds, helicopters, fighters and even strategic bombers can be damaged or destroyed at a distance of up to 5 kilometers. Laser systems are capable of optical blinding to suppress drones, cruise missiles, helicopters and other aircraft at a distance of up to 10 kilometers, disrupting the targeting systems of missiles and drones while also blinding the eyesight of manned aircraft pilots. Colonel Vadim Sukharevsky, the Ukrainian Unmanned Systems Forces commander, stated that the laser can effectively shoot down drones and ensure the defense of strategic facilities and civilian residential areas, Euromaidan Press says. However, the most critical information, such as the power range and the configuration of the laser beam, is classified and guarded from the public, indicating its performance may be higher than reported. The possibility of integrating automatic or AI targeting systems, like Ukrainians have done in other weapon systems, would only further increase its effectiveness, as it already stands to change the field of modern air defenses. It is unknown when the Trizub will enter full service. However, it will undoubtedly increase Ukraine's ability to keep its skies secure. Russian top propagandist Vladimir Solovyov has come up with a new idea that Lviv and Ivano-Frankivsk are wonderful Chinese cities. During his propaganda program, a fragment of which appeared online, the Kremlin mouthpiece dreamed that Russia would take over all of Ukraine except for the western regions. He offered that China occupy the Lviv and Ivano-Frankivsk regions. We are taking back our part of Ukraine, and Lviv is a wonderful Chinese city. No? You don't like Chinese Lviv? I really like it. By the way, Ivano-Frankivsk. There are Russians and on their land there are Chinese, Solovyov said. It is worth noting that the guests in the studio reacted with surprise, nodding their heads that they did not agree with this idea. As reported, Russian propagandist Vladimir Solovyov recently attacked residents of Belgorod and called complaints from Belgorod residents about shelling and indifference from other regions vile hysteria. The propagandist, who constantly calls for the killing of Ukrainians, called his compatriots various creatures, pretending to be bloggers who started a vile hysteria. There were a lot of different creatures pretending to be bloggers who said, "Look, the federal government has forgotten Belgorod. Help the people. The people have nothing. It's a nightmare. The people feel abandoned. How can you? While Moscow is having fun, Belgorod is dying." All this vile hysteria, which is immediately picked up by the Ukronazi media, he said on air at Russia 1. The propagandist said that he had visited Belgorod and found out that in December the region had been allocated 1 billion rubles for armored film and shelters. Therefore, to all those who are trying to say that the feds have abandoned us, shut up, bastards, he added. After this, many indignant comments from Belgorod residents appeared on his VKontakte page, offering him to come and live there. As if China, this country, is providing weapons to Russia, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said, citing information from Ukraine's intelligence and security services. Supplies include gunpowder and artillery, with Chinese enterprises working in Russia, he said, adding that Kiev will provide more detailed information about the cooperation next week. Officially, China has claimed to be neutral in Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, calling for a peaceful and diplomatic resolution of the conflict. But in February 2022, shortly before the Kremlin launched its all-out assault, Moscow and Beijing announced a no-limits partnership deal. Multiple reports have previously suggested that China sends weapons to Russia amid Moscow's all-out war against Ukraine, but Beijing denies this.